Kalonzo Musyoka is headed back to Parliament after the CORD coalition agreed to have Kalonzo as minority leader in the National Assembly. Well, it's now up to Kalonzo's Wiper Party to prevail upon one of its newly elected MPs to resign to pave way for Kalonzo. And as KTN's Nortino reports, the CORD retreat in Naivasha ended on a dramatic note, with nominated Senators Janet Ongera and Elizabeth Ongoro coming to near blows over the position of Deputy Minority Whip in the Senate.
The CORD coalition has just concluded their retreat in this room here at the Great Rift Valley Lodge in Naivasha. And the biggest and the hardest part of their deliberations here at the Great Rift Valley Lodge was how to get the former Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka back into the National Assembly.
That Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka will be the leader of CORD in the National Assembly. 6. Before Honorable Kalonzo joins the National Assembly, Honorable Francis Nyenze will in the meantime be leader of CORD in the National Assembly.
And they have decided Kalonzo must come back to take the position of leader of minority in the National Assembly. As to how exactly that will happen, this was their answer.
Can you leave that to be our secret? You'll just see him there the day he will be sworn in.
They have, however, agreed on the names that will be holding the major seats both in the Senate and in the National Assembly.
That Senator Moses Wetangula will be the minority leader of CORD in the Senate. Deputy leader in the National Assembly, Honorable Jakoyo Midiwo. Deputy minority leader in the Senate, Senator Hassan Abdul Rahman Ali. Minority whip in the Senate, Honorable Johnston Mudhama. Deputy minority whip in the Senate, Ms. Janet Ongera. Minority whip in the National Assembly, Honorable Gideon Mungaro. And Deputy Minority Whip in the National Assembly, Honorable Dr. Chris Wamalo.
The most interesting development here on day 2 of the CORD retreat here in Naivasha was that 2 ladies, both nominated senators in the Senate, former Executive Director Janet Ongera and nominated Senator Elizabeth Ongoro, came to near blows over the position of Deputy Minority Whip in the Senate.
The Deputy Whip in the Senate, and I'm very happy. Yeah.
What was happening with Elizabeth Ongoro?
I don't know. Ask Elizabeth Ongoro.
The only disagreement that I really will not be privy to, will not be party to, is to support one person who, in my opinion, has cost us 3 elections. And the machinations that are continuing, that then a category or a clique strategically puts somebody who will always agree with them, and we are all supposed to clap and feel happy about that. I'm not going to be party to that. I'm sorry.
The CORD members have accepted Raila Odinga's decision that he does not need anyone to step down for him in order for him to get to the National Assembly or the Senate.
The CORD parliamentary group noted with great concern that the security allocated to Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga and Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka has in the past few days been withdrawn despite the assurances by the government to the contrary.
In addition to the hiccups on the deliberations about the names to be submitted for the various parliamentary committees, the biggest hurdle for the CORD members will be how to get the former Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka back into the National Assembly to take up that position of leader of minority in the National Assembly. Now, KTN at the Great Rift Valley Lodge in Naivasha.
That story leads us to our big question, and tonight we ask, do you support CORD's bid to bring back Kalonzo to Parliament? Send your yes or no responses with brief comments to the number 8040. Linda and I will sample your views during this live newscast and give you the poll results at the end of this live news bulletin. Indeed, it will be very interesting to see what your thoughts are. Now, in the same breath, the Jubilee Coalition